Let's pray. Father, let's pray. We thank you for today. We thank you for today. We thank you for all do for us. Thank you for do for us. Thank you for Los Fresnos, and we thank you for all the blessings. We thank you for all the blessings through the years that we've enjoyed here, and we ask you to continue to bless us as we move forward. Thank you for the folks that serve, volunteer, and serve for our community. And thank you for their time. Thank you for their time and their efforts. And continue to bless them and their families. Continue to bless them and their families. Please send us rain. Please send us rain. We ask this in Jesus' name. Amen. To the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Moving on to item C, citizens forum. Ms. Bianca, anybody sign up? That being the case, we move on to the action items under D1. Consideration and action to approve the minutes of May 6, 2024. That's page 3 of your packet. Any questions, comments, discussion? Don't hear anything, so do I hear a motion?
I'll second that motion.
There's a motion and a second. We approve the minutes of May 6, 2024. Any further questions, comments, discussion? That being the case, all in favor say aye. Ayes have it, it's unanimous. Moving on to item D2. Consideration and action to acknowledge the May 2024 financial report under A, B year to date, and C sales tax report. Mr. Milo.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Members of the board, this should be on your table. The first is the check report. Total of $52,997.39. Nothing out of the ordinary. Nothing out of the ordinary. Just Peter's Construction for some of the road that's being done. Work that's being done. The Little League funding that you approved for $19,000. And then already got the checks out for the fireworks that's part of the Independence Day celebration on July 3rd. Is when it is, right? July 3rd. So everything else is normal there. If you turn the page to the budget report, and through May, we should be 66.67% of the budget. We already have 93.12% in interest, 72.9% in our sales tax collection. So we're above our budget. Total of $422,810 already. As far as the expenses, there's nothing out of the ordinary. I've been mentioning all along that our special projects will in time go over, but it's we save that money from other budgets. So we spent so far this year 465, 311, or 78.87% of our budget. For the two reasons, Veterans Memorial and the street project that we saved through the years. The last page is our sales tax report, and we had a robust economy back again. Instead of 9% down, we were 1.18% up, which is good. Any increase is better than a decrease. Hopefully we see good results. We're still 9.38% above last year, which is pretty impressive when you look at above that 10.66 last year. So still running almost 10% up year after year, and that shows positive for our business community. Total of $36,257.75 above last year's budget. Last year's receipts. And that's all my report.
Thank you, Mr. Milo. Do I hear a motion on item D2?
I would like to motion to approve the consideration and action for the May 2024 financial report, a monthly B year-to-date report, and C sales tax report.
I'll go ahead and second that.
Okay, we have a motion and a second to acknowledge the May 2024 financial report, a monthly B year-to-date and C sales tax report as indicated by Mr. Milo. Questions, comments, discussion. That being the case, all in favor say aye. Ayes have it, it's unanimous. Moving on to item D, consideration and action to approve a signed grant for Aloha Veterinary Clinic located at 680 East Ocean Boulevard, A-3, 4, and 5, and that's on page 8 of your packet.
Okay, Mr. President, we, the committee met regarding this request, regarding the sign grant for Aloha Veterinary Clinic. The lowest bid came in for excellent signs in the amount of $4,000. CDC's portion would be $2,000. A motion was made and approved by the committee. The $2,000 was the recommended amount.
Thank you. Any questions, comments, discussion for the committee? That being the case, do I hear a motion?
I make a motion to consider an action to approve the signed grant for Aloha Veterinary Clinic located at 608 East Ocean Boulevard, A3, 4, and 5. For the amount of $4,000, where CCD will pay the $2,000.
I second that motion for consideration and action to approve a signed grant for Aloha Veterinary Clinic located at 680 East Ocean Boulevard, A3, 4, and 5 in the amount of $2,000.
We have a motion to approve the signed grant for Aloha Veterinary Clinic at 680 East Ocean, A3, 4, and 5, in the amount of $4,000, with the CDC portion being $2,000. Any questions, comments, discussion? That being the case, all in favor say aye. Ayes have it, it's unanimous. Moving on to D4, consideration and action to approve a storefront grant for coastal event rentals Rio Grande Waste located at 100 State Highway 100, and that's on page 14 of your packet.
Mr. President, the incentive grant is regarding this request for coastal events rentals. The bids came in. Agua Cleaning Company, the amount of $15,000 was the lowest bid. City's portion would be $7,500. Committee in a motion and a second, and it was passed. That is the recommended amount.
Thank you. Do I hear a motion?
I would like to make a motion to approve the consideration and action of the storefront grant for coastal event rentals Rio Grande Waste located at 31100 State Highway 100 for the amount of $7,500.
I'll second that.
There's a motion and a second. We approve a storefront grant for coastal event rentals Rio Grande Waste at 31100 State Highway 100. Any questions, comments, discussion?
If I can just make a comment, sir, as you know, that building is located there 100, and it's attached to y'all's. It's complete, so that would be the current view of it now, and then of course, this is the projected look. I think it's gonna look nice once it gets done, so it's gonna add some feature of that 100, especially for that building.
I agree that building before was covered up by 18-wheelers, so nobody ever saw it. And the 18-wheelers are gone, and the building gonna look much nicer under the new proposed changes. Any further questions, comments, discussion? That being the case, all in favor say aye. Ayes have it, it's unanimous. Moving on to D5, consideration and action to approve a signed grant for Poppy Cuts Barber Studio located at 810 West Ocean Boulevard, Suite C. That's page 21 of your packet.
Mr. President, the business incentive grant committee met regarding this request. for Poppy Cuts Barber Studio, 810 West Ocean Boulevard. The lowest bid came in at $2,900 for signs and more. The CDC's portion would be $1,450. The committee made a motion and seconded, and it passed. That's $1,450, and that's the recommended amount.
Thank you, Mr. Huerta. Thank you, Mr. Huerta. Do I hear a motion on item D5?
I make a motion to consider an action to approve a signed grant for Poppy Cuts Barber Studio located at 810 West Ocean Boulevard, Section C. The lowest bid was $2,900, and the CCD portion will be $1,450.
I second that motion that take into consideration an act to approve a sign grant for Poppy Cuts Barbershop or Barber Studio located at 810 West Ocean Boulevard, STEC, in the amount of $1,450.
We have a motion and a second to approve a signed grant for Poppy Cuts Barber Studio located at 810 West Ocean Boulevard, Suite C. Any questions, comments, discussion? That being the case, all in favor, say aye. All in favor, say aye. Ayes have it, it's unanimous. Moving on to items E, report by CDC consultant under one, CDC consultant report May 2024 under A, business and residential site information, B, market and grant research, C, federal government I would assume that's what it means. And D, summer USDA home repair grants, and that's page 28 of your packet. Ms. Martinez, welcome.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Board members. As you can see there, the numbers provided by intake at the Los Fresnos Permits Office, as well as some of those contacts that we make an increase. You can see commerce is businesses continuing to be acquired business sites as the numbers are much higher than residential permits. The second one, you'll see the market and grants research, and I start with a little quote that I like. People challenges is the code for today. We can create more inventory. You just don't turn people away. The challenge is finding new ways to accommodate people. I think it's very fitting because we need to accommodate more people in residential. And as I continue going into the federal government contacts made, we've made Mr. Milam and I, and Jackie and our team, our chamber, and others, our interns have met with our U.S. Department of Commerce, UDA out of Austin, and they gave us seeking opportunities for people in the commercial area, light industrial area, et cetera. In terms of infrastructure and projects, and Mr. Milam is working actively looking for resources for water and sewer and drainage infrastructure to accommodate people in those industries that come to see us every month of this year. We've been getting visits, and plenty of them. The other USDA also gave us a timeline and when and how much we will be reporting to you during the summer as that goes forward. USDA, a big agency, huge agency, and the U.S. Department of Agriculture that also has tremendous funding. In fact, a couple of our board members, if not more, were at Expo where they explained there were 77 programs. A bunch of those business programs are original town sites. Our town, our whole city almost, is ineligible. Because their claim is that the U.S. Census data shows we're urban area. We had a good discussion with them. I'll ask permission, Mr. Miles, send you the PowerPoint that we prepared for them to show them that we are rural from Highway 100 and the canal, if I may, north. So there is a lot of discussion going on, and they give us several options to look at. Exemptions, they're very difficult. But they give us options. So we're researching all that, waiting for the response. Finally, working in the summer.
Before you move from that, I don't think they know, or they might not know, because of the population of Brownsville and the fact that our borders touch each other, they classify us as a urban area, not a rural area. And so it automatically kicks us out of any funding for either infrastructure for us or for businesses that might want to get a loan or grant. And so we're telling them that at least come drive. You can see that we're not a hard engine. We're still rural. We're still rural. And they just have rules that are regulations that are not. They apply them where they really shouldn't. So that's what we're talking about. He was talking about, and we've been trying to see how we can get us separated from that, so that we'll be eligible again.
That's correct. That's correct. We're diligently working towards that end, and I'm drafting some information also for our congressmen to review and our senators on this issue, because we are rural. As far as an economist and being from the College of Agriculture and Industries, you are rural. And therefore you should be eligible for these 70-something programs they have. We qualify for some, but not that business and industry. Following up this summer are two interns, and they'll probably be visiting with you, but they're active working, and I keep private companies' names and data, but we are actively working this year, as you can see on your brochure, this summer, because it's time-consuming, very time-consuming. And we found some straight lines out in the community with an employer that works with this age group of this program that provides opportunity to us in grants for the elderly 65 and older that meet the low and moderate income schedule. It's set by the feds. And we will follow up with that employer to help their customers connect to this opportunity to bring up with those $10,000 any substandard scenarios they may have at home, whether it's electrical, plumbing, gas lines, floors that are unleveled, needed accessibility of bathrooms because they have handicaps, as you can see in the picture. There's some handicapped individuals in that flyer. And being a builder myself, former builder, both commercial and residential and multifamily, etc. Understand these programs are very vital to the community. Our interns are taking it full force, straight lines. We're working on employer and other agencies that deal with, telling them here. We can help. We have a one-stop office with these. We have a copy machine. We know how to fill out applications. We can help your folks. Help. Or us to help them. Through you to help them. It's a win-win-win. And these funds are available until they're not. Now, there's also, for these folks, if they need additional work and they want to beautify their building, their home. In other words, the other part of remodeling, if I may, they can borrow they can borrow low interest rate loans at 2%, 1 or 2%. I'm sorry, don't quote me. It's, but the thing is to take care of our existing inventory, especially our elders and those that have handicaps. And if you noticed in the U.S. Census report, we have a double-digit disabled in town. In town, and in our school district boundaries, in our area. We call it our trade area. So it's a good program. We will then get all this information and set these straight lines to help these folks through these organizations, whether they're private or public organizations, and encourage the county to do that on the outside. We're doing this in town. We've identified approximately 24 families from one business only that works with these individuals. And that's great. It's excellent to draw straight lines, and they can help their own customers with opportunities. This is just one program. They also help me research the interest. This is not all they do. They also take care of the office, all over the place with the county workforce, Kevin County Economic Development, irrigation district, drainage district number 4, irrigation number 6, because of the Resaca issues and the water problems. All I'm saying is that economic development is the city heart. Los Fresnos is the center of this rural trade area. And that's why it's so important to be able to share it not only with our community, but with others, as they ask a question. We give them information. Thank you very much. Any questions? You can call me at any time. Look forward to it. If we don't see you in July, we have a no meeting. See you in August. God bless.
I do have one question. I'm very interested on these USDA grants.
Yes.
It says for very low income homeowners and repair. What is their definition of a low income? Because every government agency has a different format.
They're all the same. I'll send you, along with that PowerPoint that we talked to USDA, we'll also send you a schedule of the income by 1 person, 2 persons, etc. They're all the same, whether it's state or federal. You gotta understand that the federal fund, the state funds, many of the state funds from Texas Water Quality Board, the Environment, and others come from the federal government, either environmental or HUD. So that for LMIs, or low and moderate income families, and poor poverty levels, there's a schedule, and it's all one. And the one that we have for this is one that's called the Brownsville SMSA. I will send it to you, Brownsville, Harlingen, but it's for the whole county. I will send it to you as well as a PowerPoint. You need to be aware of these things because you are a connection to the community and to others. And neighboring towns, if you want to tell them as well.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Martinez. Moving on to item F1, report by general manager under A, Veterans Memorial, that's on page 31 of your packet.
We finally have a schedule. They started some work, again. By the end of September, they should be done. So we see some good progress over the next couple of months. We'll start doing some more serious planning on an opening of function. Won't be right as soon because we'll enjoy it. Let people enjoy it for a little bit, and then we'll work with the groups to set a date for a big opening.
Maybe Veterans Day? November?
That is become a good option, when you're thinking about the end of September, because you still gotta, if they're not done, you still got some flexibility before November 11th. So that is I mean, it's a veterans memorial. Is a veterans memorial, so that would be perfect. That would be perfect. So it might be what we shoot at. Might be what we shoot at. Val, maybe we visit with them about that date.
Any questions for Mr. Milo? That
Where did the
concludes your
hats
report.
come from?
That
Where did the
concludes your
hats come
report, Mr.
from?
Milo. That concludes your report. That concludes your report. And thank you for the caps. Thank you for the caps. Community with opportunity. Community with opportunity. We will wear them proudly. We will wear them proudly.
By the way, they were already ordered. Before last time, but we can order more.
Okay, before we go to adjournment, typically we have like 1 week notice that, with the packet that we're gonna have a CDC meeting. In case, there's not a whole lot and we don't have the meeting, maybe that notice can come up a couple of weeks early. Anybody planning to take vacation or take time off or not be available will have a little bit more time.
We'll know in a couple weeks. We'll do that in advance. Well in advance.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Item G, meeting adjourned. 6:26.